Parkour, boxing, and public speaking. Three things I used to be deathly terrified of, but here I am, doing all three at once. Everything I am now was a combination of things I did in what I like to call my holding room of life. To put it simply, this talk is going to be about taking leaps of faith, thinking less and doing more so that you can actually learn something real and live. Hi, my name is Titus. I study IT application development in this school. Now, if you were to ask me what I took away from that course, well, I'd probably tell you more things I did that were not IT related, which is weird, right? Came here to study IT, but that's not really what stuck with me. And funnily enough, in poly, I'm not even studying IT. So why? Since young, I thought I would join the creative media industry and follow the footsteps of my idol, Hirohiko Araki, the creator behind JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. His semi-realistic art style and unique storytelling really inspired me to take up art in secondary school. But art turned out to be brutal, tedious even. I started nitpicking every single little detail. I felt like every drawing had to be perfect. And I started comparing myself with my fellow friends. And altogether, I just stopped enjoying art. That's when it hit me. I actually have no idea what I wanted to do. I felt like my future just sank into the unknown, and I was stuck. When I was 15, I was playing a JoJo team Roblox game with my friends, and one of them, his name is Nathaniel, he just said, guys, what if we can make a game like this? He's a bit ambitious, silly at times, but that was one of the most serious things he said. Immediately I replied, brother, are you mad? Are you crazy? What do you think you're doing? What? Do you think a bunch of newbies like us can create a game? Mind you, the only person in our friend group who could code a Roblox game was Tay. But Tay cannot really take on the whole project by himself. So Nathaniel wanted all of us to do it, a bunch of newbies. And at first I thought I needed something more serious to do with my time. I feel like it would be a waste of time. And then I think and I thought, in the end I just went, whatever, let's just do it, because why not? That was my first real leap of faith. And we spent about 6-7 months developing a game called An Average Adventure. Did it become one of Roblox's most popular games? Nope, didn't even get released. But the experience I gained from it, it was life-changing. Coding a game with my friends was nothing like creating art. I didn't feel pressured to be perfect. I didn't feel the need to compare myself with my fellow friends. We're all learning together, cheering each other on. And it felt refreshing. I learned how to do basic coding, like how to open a door in Roblox, as you can see. I even learned how to recreate my own room in Roblox Studios, all from YouTube and from my fellow friends. That leap, that curiosity I have, it gave me a reason to sign up for this course in ITE College West. Another leap of faith came in early in ITE when my teacher, Miss Divya, saw potential in public speaking in me and nominated me to present our DPP project idea in the DPP finale to an audience of 400 students. She gave me tips how to stand, how to speak, and most importantly, reassured me that those 400 students in my head, they're going to be busy with their own things. They're going to be in a booth. They're not going to be paying attention to me. So I said, okay, Ken. Went up and started off with, top of the mornings to you guys. My name is Titus, and this is our DPP project idea. And bam! All those eyes of 400 students were looking at me, and I nearly wet myself. No joke, it was leaking. But the greeting I used was inspired by a favorite YouTuber of mine, Jacksepticeye. Some of you might know him, very iconic. But man, I was not ready for that attention of 400 students. Regardless, made it through. Sweaty hands aside, I think I actually enjoyed it. And that was the start of my public speaking journey. Public speaking was nothing like any other thing. It helped me to grow in my presence, my posture, and my confidence. If you threw the 15-year-old me on this stage right now, I think I'll be the first man out. Get out! But now, I'm good. All these experiences taught me that taking leaps of faith can lead to great things. But it wasn't just about school or skills. I know 19 might sound a bit too young to be deep, but with social media and gamer friends all around the world, I can't help but wonder what's out there, what's beyond Singapore. So after an ITE school trip to Thailand, I got a taste of life overseas and I wanted more. So after ITE to Poly, everything was changing so fast. I wanted something to mark this next chapter of mine, something that can help me connect what could come next. So I made a decision. Save up my internship pay, take a part-time job at the Harry Potter attraction, and book myself a ticket to Turkey for 9 days. Why Turkey? Honestly, no big reason. I just had a long-time gamer friend there, and it felt like one of those find myself trips, you know? And I also can't help but wonder, does an online friend translate into a real-life friend? Like, is it transferable? Singapore to Turkey is a 12-hour flight, and it's an insane leap of faith. Also going there, don't know whether this online friend is going to kidnap me. That itself is also a leap of faith. But life in Turkey moved very differently. Even with all the tech and globalization, I barely see any of my fellow Asians around. There was a moment where I was waiting for a train to come, and a woman approached me asking for a selfie. And I thought it was weird at first, until she tells me that, oh, her daughter likes K-pop. And she thought I was Korean. So for that one moment, I felt like I was a celebrity, and I said, of course, I agreed to take the selfie. Unfortunately, I didn't have the photo. I didn't ask her to send it to me, because I didn't know how to speak Turkish. And there was another moment where I tried to return my tray like any good Singaporean would, but I got stopped by my friend and even the worker working there, saying, no, don't do that. They're paid to get your trays for you. And that itself is a cultural shock to me. I was like, whoa, okay. If I didn't do that, I'll get fined in Singapore. It made me realize that in Singapore, I'm always rushing. I'm always fixating on things, and I'm quite shy and guarded. But over there, I felt it was okay to just slow down, to live, to be present, and to connect with strangers even. That trip gave me a glimpse of life that I want to remember, I want to live. Free, curious, and independent. After the trip, I became even bolder. I took up parkour and boxing, two things I was super scared of. I seen all the fail videos on parkour. It felt super dangerous. But trusting my friend Gavin, who introduced the sport to me, to guide me through on how to do certain tricks, how to climb, and hoping that I would just not leap into ER at SGH, that itself was a leap of faith. Same with boxing. Before the trip, I used to be scared of getting hit anywhere. Like someone would try to do a punch or a high five, I was like, ooh, don't touch me. But after the trip, I felt like, I think I can handle a punch in the gut now, so I took up boxing. Even now, I'm not 100% sure on what I really want to do. But I'll keep jumping, keep exploring. If I hadn't taken all those leaps back then, I wouldn't be the tightest standing here today. So, my message to you guys is, if you're thinking about trying something new, instead of overthinking it, just do it. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk.